What is up, Team Starlight? Welcome back to another Locals at Legacy. We got Feature Match Friday featuring Mark on Instant Zombies and Andy on WelleDAD, getting it off with a dust shoot.
Yeah, we got some zombie on zombie action. And
Okay, so
he takes. What did he
yeah, he's
take?
gonna put back that Caius. And so Andy's got the Krebons, Armageddon Knight, Mizuki, Solemn Judgment, and Gold Sark. So if I'm Andy here, I feel like I don't even know what to Sark for in this deck, but I feel like it's probably always starting with Armageddon Knight. Let's see what he Sarks for.
Goes for dad. Okay. And he sets the solemn. Wow, I might have maybe held it until I was ready to drop this dad.
And he chooses not to summon the Armageddon Knight. He chooses to summon Krebons, which makes some sense because I believe Andy knew Mark was on zombies, so he's not going to really want to swing with the Armageddon Knights, so he'd rather just put up a body that can't get attacked over, and that ends up being what happens because Mark swings with the Psychic Commander, and then he's just going to negate that with the Krebons, take 800 life, and now he's got some synchro potential.
Yeah, he's got some plays, but Mark has 2 back row. He has a set monster. Got Goblin Zombie coming down. He's gonna go for a synchro play.
That was a really good draw because now he's gonna get to search. He's just gonna throw the Gaia, which makes sense. Gaia is usually what you make when you don't want to like commit your Goyos into 2 back row, and he's not gonna go for like a huge push here with like Brionic. So he's just playing it a little conservatively. And now he's got 2 darks in the grave, which is pretty nice because next turn when he adds that dark armed, he can just summon the Armageddon Knight and make it live right away.
Yeah, and he's got the Solemn to back him up. But this Gaia is gonna eat a deep prison. Looks like he was thinking about Solemn, but I think you just let that go.
Absolutely. And now Mark is back to him. I think I saw a Caius in his hand, and he's also got a Goblin Zombie of his own. So he has some synchro potential. Ooh, but the Reaper set is dirty here. Because now we're going to get a Rip a card, and it is a Goblin Zombie. So that is the 3rd Dark, though. So what do you do here?
Yeah, I don't know. He knows he has that return set back there. Is he gonna like try to Kaya snipe it? Sorry, it's not return. It's Solemn.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was gonna say if he had a good trap, he could do exactly what you're saying, but he's not gonna go for it. He's just gonna turtle up.
yeah. And now Andy is thinking if he wants to drop this, and I think you do. You just clear everything. You have Solemn to
Yeah,
protect
I
you.
think
He has 2
you just do it.
cards.
You
Yeah.
just do it. You even have Arma to put more darks in the grave if you don't want to banish, like you probably don't want to banish your Krebons. So he's gonna, yeah, start with banishing the Goblin Zombie because I don't even know if he's on Book of Lifes in this deck, but he is gonna banish the Krebons. Never mind. And the chained MST is pretty nice, although Dark Armed is still Dark Armed, and he's gonna keep popping because here comes Armageddon Knight.
Oh yeah. I wonder if maybe just Chainin could have gone for a game-winning push. With the Goblin and the Krebons coming back.
Wait, what? It's Solemn.
Oh my! I keep thinking it was return. Jeez, man.
Okay, but he's just gonna not kill the Spear Reaper. I feel like that's a mistake because now comes Caius, and we don't have the Solemn. So we do have Mirror Force, but I feel like there was no real downside to just popping that Spear Reaper. Like, I know you don't want to banish all your Krebons, but okay, I think I understand because I think I see he has Power Well in hand. So when he actively had a card that brought back the Psychics, he doesn't want to go for that. But Mark does have the Torrential here on the summon of the Mizuki. So now we are in a very simplified game state, and somehow Mark is in this.
Yeah, I would have just gone Mizuki, bring back Goblin Zombie, and swing in for an attack. Because now Mark drew Book of Life, and he's gonna lose that Mizuki probably.
Oh no. And I'm pretty sure Andy's last set was Power Will. I thought he kept the Krebons engraved, but he didn't. So at that point, it's just like, man, I don't know if he top decked that or I haven't been playing close enough attention, but now Mark is on the offensive. He's just going to start swinging with all these zombies and it's just going to be go next. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think he should have brought back that Goblin Zombie, or he should have outed that Spirit Reaper. That's kind of where it all went downhill.
Yeah, couple of misplays, but now we are going into game 2, and Caius on the Pyramid Turtle is going to trade favorably here with the bottomless. We have our Necro engrave, so it's a 2 for 2, but we get them off their zombies, and we get our Necro set up a little bit. So Mark's just going to T-set and pass it back to Andy.
Yeah, we got a Krebons from Andy, just passes it back. And does Mark have a Caius of his own? I can't tell what that monster is, but he does have an E-Telly.
And you're right, I do see Caius. I think I saw Caius brain control, but he's just gonna pass. What? What is he playing at? I feel like you had so many options, but he's gonna choose to play it patiently.
Okay, Deep Prison's a Krebons. He just wants it off the board, but Andy's got another one.
Okay, he's got Torrential, he's got Return. His hand looks broken. And he's going to go for an attack with Pyramid Turtle, but we're obviously not allowing that. And he's just going to continue to sandbag, not even setting the Torrential. I would be really nervous leaving up the Krebons, a tuner, and not kind of having any options to interrupt your opponent's plays. And so Andy is going to go for a push here, probably. He goes for Armageddon Knight off the Rhoda, send Goblin Zombie, so we can't use Book of Life yet. So what is the angle?
Okay, he's going to attack into a Pyramid Turtle. He's going to go into another turtle. No, they usually just play 2 copies, right? So
honestly, they usually play 3 if it's like a pure zombie deck, but you could also just go for like a zombie master here. Like nothing can run it over. You could go for Mizuki. Krebons can't run it over. But he's gonna go for Goblin Zombie instead. Allow Andy. I mean, if I'm Andy, I'll probably just run this over.
Yep. Adds another Goblin Zombie to hand. And Mark has a ton of cards now, so but Andy was still thinking on main phase 2. He wants to go to for a synchro play. Goes for Gaia.
Okay. So now maybe Mark's patience is going to pay off, because that was a pretty mid push. I thought that we were gonna do a lot more there. And instead we got the brain control finally being utilized. So we could go for the E-Telly and make a level 8 synchro. Or we could just Caius this back row. Or maybe even get more insane. We're just going to attack, and Andy's going to negate that with Necro. But now we've got Krebons off the E-Telly, and we are going to swing in for 12.
Okay, he's got the Mirror Force now. Not bad. It stops Mark from going into like a Stardust play, but Andy did out his own card there. Wow, and the Lord banished the Crow.
Okay, and Dust Shoot. So we've got Gores, Mizuki, Caius, and Return. And if you're Andy, it really all depends on what your set is. So he is going to take the Caius presumably because that set is not like a bottomless or a torrential. And he also knows that Mark's set is Goblin Zombie, so just giving someone the ability to tribute that off, get another search, probably wants to prevent that.
Yeah, and Mirror Force is gone, so he's just swinging in. Andy milled Caius off of that Goblin Zombie attack. I was going for his Book of Life play. Yep, Italy grabbed Krebons. Okay, and he goes for Brio. Does he not have any more Goblin Zombie? Okay, so I think maybe Mark was thinking of stopping the summon, if that's a solemn.
Interesting. So, do we have some OTK potential here? Probably not. I think Mark is the one at 7,000. So we did add Mizuki, so we can go pitch Mizuki, bounce like the back row. He's gonna choose to bounce the back row and the Goblin Zombie. He has Plague as well. So now it's getting pretty nasty. We can go for... What can we do here? We're gonna choose to Mizuki, the Goblin Zombie, and then we are going to presumably stack our last card for Plague, or do we have like Dark Armed? No, it's Gale, but did he already normal summon? Am I crazy?
Um,
I thought he normal
no,
summoned the Goblin
Book
Zombie.
of Life.
Oh, we Book of Life on the Goblin Zombie, and then how do we, and then he E-Tellied. So wow, we hadn't even normal
Right.
summoned yet. Okay, so we're gonna swing in, but Mark has the Gores, and so in main 2 we're gonna synchro, and we should get. Am I crazy, or should we have gotten our search, or we're just out of targets?
Maybe, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, and I'm surprised Andy knew about this score, so I'm not quite sure why he played into it. Got Solemn for the Caius, but I mean, yeah, this scores is half, so I guess it's all making sense.
Yeah, he did play around it, but I'm pretty sure that he's upset that Mark top decked the Caius, because now that return is looming and we don't have the Omni negate to stop that. So he's just thinking about if he wants to play into Mirror Force here. I think you have to just probably play into it, which he does, and thankfully Mark doesn't have it. So our successful attacks have hit him down to 2,700, and it's back to Mark.
Oh wow, okay, so he's got Goblin into Torrential, and yeah, he's got Return, he's got Mizuki and Engrave. Unless Andy has a Gores of his own, this is looking like GG's.
Chopped, chopped, chopped. We're going to search Plague Spreader, presumably, but Andy's like, just that's return, right? And it is, and so that's game.